Hello guys and welcome to Yarelina's Reborn Nursery. Here I am with Mrs. Journey. I am going to do a fitting video and change her with you guys and talking about what you see in the title. Who is right and who is wrong? And this has to be with collecting, because I'm going to give her a fake milk bottle, and if you're new, this is a sealed bottle, so she's not going to drink anything. And I'm going to put lubricant in her nipple because I don't want to rub her. But guys, I'm going to talk about this because in my, I think was my last video, I talked about my dream baby. And some of you were thinking like, that's a very expensive doll. And you know, a collector can think. One collector can think, well, I prefer to have lots of very affordable or decent priced babies, and other collector can think, I would love to have just a few dolls but very high end. Who is right and who is wrong? Nobody is wrong or right. This is a hobby and you decide how do you spend your money and how do you want to collect. So the thing here is that we have like our mindset. For example, I can see another collector box opening and say, that's a doll that I don't know how she can bring that doll to the home. It doesn't have anything beautiful. The hair is a mess, but she likes her, you know. Maybe for your taste, it's not the doll, but for that collector, is a very good doll. So why you're being mad or stressed out about the way of other collect? If you really don't like the way this person collects or the dolls the person have, don't go to the channel. That's so easy. It's very easy. But if you're sometimes we try or are more inclined to be with people that have the same taste, but in that situation, inclusive in that situation, you can have different opinion in other things. So what I encourage everyone is to respect the way of collecting that everyone have. I had always said that because of my space, my preference, I would love to have just a few dolls, very small collection. But my goal is to have a realistic dolls. So that is what is realistic for me is not the same that is realistic for another collector. So everyone collects the way they like to. And I like a post that Angela from Angelic Dolls and Bears is the channel. I'm going to put in the screen because my mind right now, maybe I'm not correct. She put a post about the price of a Tesla. It's very fun, but it's so true. If you have not a Tesla and you have a Toyota, you're going to look at the Tesla as a very expensive and unnecessary thing to have. But if you have a lot of money or maybe your taste is different. You can have a expensive car because you want to have it, but some other person can think this is a car, and how this person can, you know, spend that kind of amount of money on a car that maybe is going to be in a crash and is going to be gone. I prefer to have a budget-friendly car. Who is right and who is wrong? Both are doing what they like with their money. So some people have limited budget, but I think it's more the taste, because if you have 20 dolls, $500, you can have a silicone, but you don't want to spend all that money in just one doll. So you prefer to have a lot of dolls that are budget friendly, and that is completely fine, because I cannot be jealous or being mad with my friend if she decides to buy a Ferrari. If she can afford that, maybe she made plans, maybe she is you know, overlooking other things that are not so important for her to just buy that car. Why I will be mad for that because I cannot have one? It's not better that you cherish that and go with your friend and see her car, and after looking at her car inside and out, you're so excited, and you're maybe you want to go in a trip with your friend. Why you're not happy for her? She has the car of her dreams and she can't afford it. So I think it's the mentality that we have, what is right or wrong for us, what we think is better or not. So is our way of thinking is not necessarily that our friend is wrong and we are right. It's just that she has different tastes and she wants to have not 2 or 3 cars, but one expensive car. So I think every one of us needs to, you know, respect everyone's way of thinking and also the way we collect. And me personally, I have a goal. I never thought I will have a silicone doll, and when I have her, I just was blown out. But some people write in my videos that they can afford a silicone that is very expensive, and like I almost feel bad because I have her. But then I was thinking like, okay, if you can't, I did. I'm not rich. I made plans and afford her slowly, very slowly. And if you're new to the channel, just know that I was like 9 months paying her. So it's not because I'm rich, but it's because that's what I wanted. And I made plans to have her. So I'm going to change her briefly with you guys. I'm going to put her in this onesie. It is a gray onesie, it's long short sleeve onesie, and it has ruffles in the arms, in the sleeve area, and has a bunny with flowers in the top of the head, and the cheeks and inside the ears of the bunny are like a peachy color, more intense peach and more like peach. And I'm going to put her in this socks that are gray. It has pink, but it's the only ones I have about the gray shade. So guys, I don't want to anybody feel bad, but I just want to bring this out because you're entitled to have your opinion and your way of thinking, and if you feel that your way of thinking is the correct, it's nothing wrong with that. But you know, be respectful, be kind. We are a community and we are all here want to share our dolls. That's why some collectors, the high-end collectors, most of them are not on YouTube, because I think a lot of people criticize why they spend that money, how expensive was that doll, you know, and they want to enjoy their collection the way they collect, and that's why they don't want to be, some of them, you know, out there showing what they have. But also want to say that you have to collect, or you're going to collect whatever you want to collect. When I started, I was looking at other channels and I only wanted to see reborn box openings or silicone box openings. But when a collector shows another doll that is not a reborn, I was like, it's a doll channel, okay, but this is a reborn community. But no, I was wrong, and my way of thinking kept moving, and that's why I have now one doll. It's only one for now that I have that is not a reborn or a silicone doll. I'm going to put a picture for you that are new subscriber to my channel and I'm not familiarized with the dolls I have. I don't want my black pants to be in contact with my baby. So you know, we're like changing our mind in what we want, and that's why our collections are changing, you know. I think this is not good because it's too pink and this is too peach. So she's going to be without socks. I don't know if I should put the headband on her. No, I shouldn't, Mama. So our mindsets are changing in this hobby. Sometimes we have a big collection. When we have the big collection, we start thinking, oh, I'm going to sell and I'm going to buy a silicone doll. And when we have the silicone doll, maybe we'll start thinking, I want more silicone dolls. And when you have more silicone dolls, then you start thinking, you know what? I don't want any reborns. I want only silicones. Or maybe you think, maybe silicone is not for me, so I don't like the medium. I sell my silicone and keep my reborns. You know, everybody has their own preference, and everybody keep changing sometimes the mindset. So it's nice to be inclusive and to cherish what everyone has. And when I go to another channel and maybe the doll is not, for me it's not that big deal, but maybe the person behind the channel is a very sweet person, or maybe she talks about very interesting things. So we always can look at the good things that the other person have. Maybe it's the doll, maybe it's the clothing, maybe it's the personality of the content creator. whatever you choose to, cherish that, and be joyful, and you know, encourage others to be joyful, because negative things are too much, too many in our family, or some of you the jobs, um, with all what is happening in the world. So it's very, very stressing to deal with all of that, and then you go to the community and have these negative behaviors and comments, and be happy. I had this bad experience with my second silicone, and other channels, content creators received their silicones and they were beautiful. Why I will be feeling bad because they have a beautiful silicone? I am not, because my silicone was a whatever happened with that doll. No, I feel super happy because they experienced a good silicone, like I has experienced my journey. Then she was the best and the first and best experience in the silicones right now. So cherish and be happy, and share beautiful comments, kind comments, with your other content creators, because this is a community, and you don't want anyone to say, I'm done, I'm not on YouTube anymore, I'm not in social media anymore. And I feel very sad when that happened, because I enjoy so much some channels, and then when they decide they are not going to do anymore, I feel so bad, because I'm not going to see them anymore and the dolls anymore. So we don't have to that happens to any one of us. So keep sharing good thoughts with everyone. It's free, and be happy because the other collector have a beautiful doll. Don't feel bad for it. And if you want one, make plans. Everyone that has a silicone doll have no. I don't think that any collector that I know, the average collector, have like $5,000 in the pocket to buy a silicone doll. A lot of us make payment plans and do savings for a lot of time, or sell dolls. If you want a silicone doll because that's your goal, ask what they are doing, or do your homework and save some money. Maybe you can sell some dolls, so you don't have to feel bad because they have and you don't. If you want to have one, at least make plans. So that's all I want to share with you. We all have our way to collect, and nobody's doing wrong. Some are collecting dolls that are not our preference, and some other only have reborns, and some other have a diverse collection. Some have a few dolls, and some have a lot of dolls. So nobody's wrong. Everybody's collecting, and everybody is buying what they like. So cherish that and be positive. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.